Hello. Okay. Today I'm going to attempt drawing my dog. I have so many things here on my screen. Just minimize this a little bit. Hey, Queldar! I managed to make you admin. Guess you're gonna see. You know what? How are you doing today? How is it going? How's the world in Queldar world? The weather. Hang on, I'll just remove that one so we don't have two of them. You can jump in the stream if you want. I tried to make Lewis admin too, but I don't know, I couldn't for some reason. So let it just be known that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm good. I'm good. You know, trying to figure this out. Capacity. I guess it's okay. They're going to start construction on Monday for your extension. Ooh, exciting. Exciting stuff. How much are you building? I have 3 screens here. It's so difficult. Sometimes the screens pop up on like the little windows pop up in different screens and it's confusing. All right.
Hello?
Gotta start right. Gotta start somehow.
You hear me now?
Hey, I can hear you. Can I hear you? I think last time I couldn't hear you because of my headphones. I think I'm gonna get some. Oh, for God's sakes. Hang on. I thought it was. It might be the headphones, but I'm not sure. Hang on. Okay, maybe try saying something. Are you saying stuff? I can't see it light up in Discord. Cause I really thought that the headphones. You can't hear me anymore? Hey, Clara. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, I'm just procrastinating because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I think it's because of the because of the microphone. I see that in OBS too. That it's only going through like mono. Okay, what just happened here? Um, okay. How are you doing, Clara? I enjoyed your live stream last night. Mm. Yeah, I think it's a little easier when there are more people. It's more comfortable, I think, when there's more people doing the art. Less pressure to entertain or to perform. I suppose the pressure is evenly distributed. You learned about cheese curds. Funny. I don't know if I think I've had cheese curds. They're just, I don't know. Can you buy them in the supermarket? Not sure. If you want to try to jump, I think, I don't know, I really thought that it was the microphone my headphones last time, because they weren't making good connection in the plug, but I still couldn't hear Queldar. You want to try to see if we can hear your voice, Clara? Something that Canadians and Wisconsinites are very passionate about, though. Yeah, I remember what's his name? The comedian. He talked a lot about poutine, Jim Gaffigan. My daughter is a very passionate fan of Jim Gaffigan. One of the benefits about doing digital art on a video is that you don't have to worry so much about your manicure. Poutine, French fries with cheese. I mean, I grew up on that with eggs. I don't think there's anything better in the world than fries with cheese and eggs, fried eggs. Yeah, I hope so too.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Queldar, try again. It might have been the headphones, I changed them. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I'm gonna change this to push to talk.
Okay.
All right, there we go. And I'm gonna work on my daily sketch. I'm trying to do like a sketch a day. It's like 15 minutes, and I haven't done it yet today, so I'll do it at the same time you're sketching.
Cool. What are you sketching? Who are you sketching?
I just found like one of those 100 face or portrait challenges. And
okay.
so that's what I'm doing. Just a different random portraits on Pinterest from like a Pinterest board.
Cool. Do you have a specific people that you have to do, or can you do whoever?
Well, since I'm doing one every day, I don't want to be constantly looking people up, so I just do whatever's the next one on the Pinterest board. Like basically, they already found like 100. It's like I think it's called 100 head challenge. Have you heard of that on YouTube?
On YouTube?
Yeah, it's like a lot of YouTubers do this challenge where they do try to do 100 heads.
Oh, no.
And so I just look up like the references that they've already pulled, so I don't have to like look them up, and I do them no matter what, you know, like I don't pick which ones I want. I do it. It's just a study.
Ahmed Alduri says Queldar. Hey, Anjan.
Yeah, the 100 head challenge. I don't know if I'm doing that specific one, but I picked one on Pinterest. I picked a board that has 100 heads, and I'm doing that one.
Nice. How are you doing, Anjan? Jen Myers Knight is my aunt. Sam's aunt.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
We had a nice holiday together. She's very supportive. You did the challenge in 2020. Cool. One head every day. It's a lot, I think, for me.
Yeah, but I just try to, I like just do them simple. Like I only try to spend 15-20 minutes max, and I do them.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not sharing them really. Okay. So it's just for me to practice and just kind of do for fun, to study, I guess.
That's good. Okay. So now I turn the opacity to 0. And then I'm just learning to use layers. Fabulous. Oh, what?
Oh, Eddie already did the challenge.
Yeah. Oh, what just happened?
How did you like it, Eddie?
Yeah, how'd you like it? You're supposed to do 10 a day for 10 days, but that's nuts. Yeah, I agree. That is nuts. Why isn't this working?
Oh, you realize you're supposed to do 10 a day? I mean, I'm just trying to do a sketch a day. That's like my goal. And I'm just picking that particular challenge because I like drawing heads. So I'm kind of making it my own challenge. But my challenge for myself is just to do a sketch a day.
Ah.
Because I don't want to I don't want this challenge to take over other stuff that I'm doing. I want this to just be an ongoing, easy thing to do in addition to my other art crap that I do.
Art crap?
Yeah.
At first I started super ambitious rendering them all out, but halfway through I just started doing lay-ins, so just to practice proportion. That's really good. Lewis is here, but on the road just filmed something, so I'm covered in blood. Yeah.
Yeah, no questions to ask here about that.
Makes sense, Lewis. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Not your blood, I'm sure. Oh, right.
What is the name of your doggy?
His name is Kale.
Oh, that's right.
Kale with a C, not with a K.
This looks like such a sweetheart.
Oh, he's so cute. So
He
darn
is
cute.
adorable.
Yeah.
I love fluffy animals.
Yeah. And he's so loving and cuddly and needy. It's all good. We love him. We got him that small lamb that he really loves. He only likes these very fuzzy and hairy toys. We get him harder toys, but he never goes for them. He just likes these furry ones, and he just combs them with his remaining teeth. It's really funny.
Oh, he combs
He combs like
the lamb?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
It's really adorable. So Amethyst asked me, my daughter asked me last night too. She took the picture last night, and she's like, "You should draw Kale. You should draw this picture." And I said, "Okay." So it was kind of impromptu because I didn't know what I was gonna do today. Not very prepared.
Perfect inspiration. It's always
Yeah.
nice to have another drawing of your pets.
Yes.
I like to draw. I've drawn my cats quite a few times.
Yeah.
I even drew them as people.
Oh, that's good.
It's like a character study. A little weird, but it was fun to try to like imagine their personalities and what they would be like as a person.
Uh-huh.
Because you know how every cat, dog, every pet has like their own personality.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah. Lewis says, well, Lewis said, no, it's my blood. And Queldar says, okay, that's fine then. Lewis, you don't trust me, do you, Queldar? Define trust. That would be a no. I don't either. I don't trust you to not hurt yourself. Well put. Although that's what brings us to Lewis. Watching Lewis's channel, it's like America's funniest video sometimes. Like,
Oh
"Ah!"
yeah, always unexpected.
Yeah. That's what keeps bringing us back. I think I need to work on some proportions here, but we'll get there.
How are you liking digital drawing so far?
This is my second one. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think I like it. It's freeing in a way that it's really no commitment. If I make a mistake, I just erase it and it's fine, you know? And it's definitely economical. And not that I'm, you know, that is my primary reason, but because I really do like the sensory experience of using materials. But I like it. It just feels freeing and a little more less committing in a way, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
More
Honestly,
experimental.
I think that's, I mean, there's a big benefit, and it's definitely more practical because you're not using up materials to
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
And I like that, but I really want to like digital, but I just can't because of, I like that limitation that physical supplies give you
Mm-hmm.
of you can't just do it infinitely, and you kind
Right.
of have to be done at some point.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Lewis. Lewis, what kind of tablet do you have, Lara-san? I'm using this Wacom tablet. That it's got a screen on it and everything. It's all. It was a gift for the holidays. Kale, stop. It's gonna show up in a sec. It's gonna show
Oh,
up.
good. You
Yeah.
can see the star.
There it is. So, yeah, it's much better than the other one that I had that didn't have a screen, so I can actually see what I'm doing, which is really good.
Oh yeah, I wanted to try one of those. I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like my issue.
I mean, it's definitely an investment too, you know, because you don't spend all of this is probably not, I wouldn't say a year of art supplies, but at least a half a year from subscription boxes, I mean. So hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going good. How's the stream going?
Going good. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's great.
It is super cute.
Is it a... It's okay. Is it a pro? Is it a pro? You need a screen. Prefer my graphic tablet to my iPad, my non-display tablet. Okay. That works too. I don't know if it's a pro. Wacom, is this a pro?
It's the Wacom 1.
Wacom
13
1, 13 inch. There you go. Words. Laura, I figured out how to draw a video without any help from anybody, including Queldar. Draw on a video? How do you draw on a video? It finally snowed here in Pennsylvania, guys. At last.
Oh yeah, I heard. I have a coworker I had a meeting with this morning who lives in Pennsylvania. She says it never snows there.
You know, it used to snow, but just lately it's kind of weird. And
She said it was beautiful though. Like it just blanketed everything. It was really nice snow.
it's really beautiful.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Does it snow in Atlanta? No.
Rarely. It did about 2 or 3 years ago. And when it does, it's like the whole city shuts down and
Yeah.
it sticks sometimes, but maybe for like only half a day.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone freaks out and closes everything. It doesn't happen very often. And it doesn't stay like for more than a day.
I'll show you because you can do it now that you have a tablet. It could help your videos, which is why I told you, okay? Thank you, Jen. Thank you for stopping by. And have a wonderful weekend. And say hi to Michael, too. Bye. Mwah. Lewis, do you still want to talk later? Says Quelder.
That Lewis is a hard one to track down, isn't he?
Yeah. It's a little, isn't it a little challenging to draw and paint fur that's so soft? I don't know. I guess it just takes a lot of patience and details and, you know, which we have. An eighth of an inch of snow and all the flights get cancelled in Atlanta. Yes, I need to eat and get to the studio. Should take an hour and then I can talk if that's not too late for you. Sorry I couldn't make it. I forgot about your stream. I didn't forget. I was finishing up the mural yesterday and I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, and usually I just go and open it up and see what's happening, but I forgot yesterday. I was just very focused in the zone to finish it, which I did. Really happy, actually. I was a little...
It turned out so good.
Oh,
I'm so impressed. Like I had to do a double take and just stare at it. I was like, no, I knew you did it because I remember you doing the sketch before, but I was just like, it just looks so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy with how it came out. That painting that I did for the stream, I actually, because it was an oil painting, I switched to oil and then I never ended up finishing it because it wouldn't have helped me, you know, practice the actual acrylic part. So I just left it like that and I started another acrylic painting with it to practice, and that one I actually almost finished. and it all came together after I put in the tree line and then the reflections that really brought it together. But with the sky, I was kind of, I don't know, just felt like I didn't get the colors or didn't feel very finished. But yeah, I like the stream.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoy doing the streams because it's just like that's our opportunity for us to talk to each other in our group.
Yeah.
And like we chat with each other all the time, but we never talk, like have a call. So that's kind of our chance to kind of get their personality a little bit more. And they're a wonderful group of ladies. They all have different personalities, you know, and different types. We all have different types of art that we do. But they're just so supportive and fun.
Yeah, that's good to have. Oh, I can actually cheat. I can cheat and just get the color from him. That's cheating, though. I mean,
I've done that.
yeah. I mean, it's not that it's cheating, but it's not. It doesn't hone your skills in seeing the colors and figuring it out on your own, you know? So, in that respect, it might be cheating. But.
Well, and it's not just that, and this is something I've learned with doing portraits so frequently. You know, as I was doing a portrait yesterday, even, there's a certain look. Like, I can tell when I draw something where I have the proportions exact.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything, it looks exactly like the photo. And I didn't necessarily trace it, but I may have used a grid or measured it, or just did a really good job capturing the proportions.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look good because it doesn't look like alive. It doesn't show that I like understand like what's going on. It just looks exact.
Yeah.
And the same, I think, when it comes to cheating with color is just because you can, it's not going to make it look better. You're actually going to make it look better if you interpret it versus even if there is a true color that is exact, then it's not necessarily the better choice.
Yeah. It's always better when you understand why you're using a color.
Yeah, because then you can make it better. I mean, just like Lewis was making his commission piece better than the original, and then you can make it even better than the original, and that's how you bring your value to the piece.
Right. But for this one, because it's so tricky to figure out, look how many colors there are here in the shadow of the eyebrow. Like on the other side, it's all brown. It's gonna show in a little bit. But then on the shadow side, like purplish, and I did a lot of sampling of the colors in that sky reflection mural piece that I did to really understand and figure out what kind of colors those were, because there's so many contrasting colors and cool colors, the cool colors of the sky, and then the colors of the clouds that are sunlit, and the cloud that is in the shadow side, and all the in-between colors. It was very helpful to sample in Photoshop and to isolate those colors to really understand what colors they are. And now, having done that, I have a better understanding of how the colors actually, why they're the way they are, you know?
Yeah, and then you can like use that information to understand how to like come up with new colors that work together, or also how to make like colors work together. Like, because colors don't look the same in a vacuum. They always look different when they're next to other colors.
Exactly.
So it gives you that understanding so you can improve a piece.
Calder says, I think there's a digital artist who uses a Photoshop filter on photos and pretends like they painted it. And they have thousands of followers on Instagram. Do you remember his name? Yeah, but I won't put it here. What letter does his first name start with? The reason why I suspect this person is because the colors and proportions are usually 100% perfect, but there are some original art pieces on their account that are just garbage. And they have no process videos. Louis says, give me a letter. It's one of those art by names.
He's keeping it vague. He wants to keep the suspense on.
Oh, I didn't change the color. Yeah.
That sucks that artists like that exist, because I think it casts doubt on all other digital artists that they're all doing similar things. And I think digital artists get a bad rep because of that. People think, oh, digital art isn't that hard. People just put a filter on it, you know?
Right.
It's not the same as traditional art because they can cheat and just put and so that's really unfortunate that there are people that do that.
Right. Well, you can definitely, I mean, you know what it is? It's, if art is simply for the enjoyment process and not necessarily to get acclaim and necessarily to get like famous or something. I mean, people can do their art using whatever helps them, and like tracing, for example. And then they make, for example, a painting of a photograph of a person. They trace it because that's easy for them, and they just make a picture. They don't claim anything, but they just make something for their enjoyment, and if somebody likes it, that's fine. And you know, everybody's got their own limits and capabilities, so whatever. So he's not.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong about using tools to make things easier. Like, for example, if you were to draw this piece and then you were to trace it, like digitally draw this piece and finished it, and then you're like, you know what, I'm in a painting of this, and you were to like trace it then on and redo it on a painting, nobody would come at you and be like, oh, you're tracing this, you know, like, but you know, for some reason people have a really big deal if somebody takes like a photograph sometimes and traces it using a projector, which, what does it matter? You know, like, it's just a tool you're using.
Exactly, and people often forget that the great masters used aids such as projectors. Look, if you want to make something absolutely, for example, as a mural artist, people would think that projecting an image on the wall and then painting it would be cheating because you don't do it from scratch. And I say, you know what? If it helps you get it more right on the wall, like if it helps you make for a better mural in the end, and it cuts time significantly, and you know, it helps you get more work, then why the heck not? Why, if you have the tool, not use it and just use twice the time to get everything there with your own hands and say, I did it by myself and nothing helped me? You know, like, that's kind of silly, I think. Use whatever aids to help you, but, you know, like, as long as you don't copy a photo or you take somebody else's art and say this is mine, or
Yeah, lying is always wrong.
yeah, it's okay to use aids. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that it comes from, I think the only people who have a problem with it are people who treat like art as a craft and not as like a style or something to improve on or a study, you know? But people who take it as a craft, you know, where they reproduce pictures almost like a printer, where they're just like how well they can make it look as realistic as possible without making any decisions. Just like, and those people, I think, sometimes get a little butthurt when people cheat and use a projector because they're like, that's not, you know, it's kind of like undermining what they do as a craft. That's my opinion. I think it's a controversial opinion, but
yeah,
that's how I feel.
Yeah,
I have a filter that does exactly what Eddie is talking about. If you want me, if you want to send me that photo that you have as your reference, I can put it through the filter and show you what it does.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me find my mouse here.
You can just post it in the Discord or something.
Let me see how I can do it.
If it's not a pain. But I think it would be fun to show you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I've used like oil painting. There's oil painting filters and all sorts of crazy things. Okay, I sent it in Art Inspiration.
I don't see it yet. Did you hit the send button?
Ah.
Because I don't. I get stuck where I'll put something in there and not actually send it. It will look like it is going through, but it didn't. Oh, there it is.
Now it's true. What is? One of my friends does that, but he's open about the process, so he's not pretending to be able to draw. Yeah, but don't use a Photoshop filter and call it digital painting. Right. It's worse because the photos this person manipulates are also famous. People shouldn't lie about the process. Yep. Yeah, Photoshop filters aren't painting. I agree with that.
There is an art to them, though. I mean, they're not the same as digital painting. I agree with that. But there is an art to them. Like, they're not, like, easy to do, just like anything. Like, graphic design. I wouldn't call graphic design digital painting. But would I call graphic design a form of art? Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I should have used more layers. I think Wilder's now just cringing at what I'm doing.
Nah. I don't think so. I think everybody's like understanding the discovery is part of it. And you have like a painting background, you can tell.
Yeah, definitely not a cartoon artist. See, for me, it's really difficult to simplify, which is, one of the main skills of art. Simplification. I sent it, Lewis. Hey Jamie, Jamie's here. Good morning.
Hey Jamie.
How are you doing today? about that. My phone is silent. Silencioso. It's going to be a busy day. Your husband is sick, so you had to take him see the doctor. Hope he's not too sick. I hope he feels better soon.
That sucks.
Yeah, never a fun time when that happens. It happens to everyone. Maybe I'll cartoonize him. Turn him into a cartoon. That's just about it. There's so many colors in the fur there.
I posted. I did the the filter. It
Ah,
doesn't. I mean, to me, it's pretty obvious that it's a filter,
yeah,
but it looks pretty cool still.
it is really cool. Yeah, I like it. Your digital piece of art.
Yeah.
I mean, see, and it's actually it could be helpful to look at this and to figure out how you're gonna paint it, you know, because it simplifies it in a way.
Oh, that's what I use this for. Is
Yeah.
to figure out. I sometimes, if there's a piece that I really care about, but I want to like help get some perspective on how to simplify it, I'll run it through this filter that I made
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like break it down in a way that I can, I don't know, tackle it.
You made this filter?
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of a whole bunch of other filters. So
Ah,
I just put it in like the action thing so that I don't have to do it every time. But it's like a whole bunch of different like little tweaking things to make it look like brighter and more vibrant, and to like make it look more like oil painterly, I guess is
uh-huh.
the look that we will call this.
Right, right.
Because there's like some sort of filter that's like oil painting style.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can put it in front of me here. Oh, so big.
Oh yeah, I gotta add the random brush strokes in. And hi Jamie, I think I said hi to you before, but I was focused on doing this digital piece that I painted just now because I'm so much faster than Laura.
Oh, hang on. So much faster.
I have done pet portraits, digital pet portraits, and I didn't use the filter for it at all. I didn't even use it to see how it looked because I was too concerned that I would be too tempted to copy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see the temptation. Totally changed the colors too.
Yeah, and that's part of like some of the saturation stuff I put in there.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of make it look more.
Yeah, that's
know.
why you get all that crispiness and poppiness in your drawings.
Yeah, I like that look. I
Now
like
we-
pushing my colors pretty saturated generally.
Now we got your secret.
Using tools.
Yeah. Luckily, his COVID test came back negative and they think it's a common cold. That's good. They took down the original art so you can't tell how crap they are anymore. That seems suspicious. The thing is he almost never gets sick, and when he started coughing up a lung and stumbling around, I was concerned. Ooh. Thank you, Jamie. My dog is cute. It's very
Super
adorable
cute.
too. All you have to do now, Clara, is to play some random brush strokes on it. I'm going to go to my sister's for a late Christmas tomorrow since they are finally COVID-free. I'm going to be baking all day. Yay! What are you gonna bake, Jamie? I'm a huge baker. Quelder, curves adjustment at the end of every digital painting. Curves adjustment?
Yeah, like it's like one of the adjustments you can do for the image in Photoshop.
Hmm.
And you can kind of change like between the shadows and the highlights,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I'm pretty big in Photoshop.
Not to brag, but
Not to brag, but I'm
You're
pretty much
big.
an expert.
yeah. Okay. What is happening here? Oh. Okay.
I have heard of a lot of people doing the late Christmas thing because of COVID. It's like that's awesome that people are willing to do that instead of pushing through and lying about it. And
Yeah.
so I know there's a lot of people who were probably tempted to do that. So that's cool that they waited.
Yeah. Stay safe and not be stupid.
What is photo bashing, Eddie?
Photo bashing? What is photo bashing?
I'm scared to look that up because it doesn't sound clean.
Alright, let's add some red to make some things pop here. Some red always makes it everything better, right? Right, Lewis?
As long as it's Wizard and Crimson. However you say it. Cheesecake, banoffee pie, coffee cake, and prepping my bacalao. I don't know how to pronounce that. If someone does.
Baklava?
I don't think it's baklava.
I guess
Bacalao.
not. Coffee cake. Cheesecake. Oh my god. Quelter says it's just taking photos and remixing them sort of into a new image through Photoshop.
Oh, like a collage kind of thing? I didn't know if that's what that was called. I do that a lot for making art sketches, like getting concept art. Like I'll take, for example, if I want a girl swimming in the ocean, but I want to put her in a bottle of water. Like I think I literally did this actually for my Inktober piece, where the girl is like falling in a glass. It looks like she's swimming in a glass of water. I'll Photoshop her first and put her into that glass to help me visualize it, and then I'll draw it. But I won't do like a clean Photoshop job. It'll be pretty sketchy. I mean, Jamie says it's cod and potatoes with lots of garlic, butter, and olive oil. Anything with lots of garlic, butter, and olive oil is
I know, right?
great.
You had me at garlic. I do love garlic. Give me that garlic. I also like butter, so. To be honest, there's a lot of... I've seen some amazing photographers that manipulated their photographs and added onto them and changed them, whether to make them surrealistic or just collaging, adding onto photographs and changing them to be something else through Photoshop. And I think that is an amazing form of art, even though you don't, use paintbrushes and stuff like that, but it's still amazing and pretty spectacular what they can do.
Oh yeah, photo editing is its own thing,
Yeah.
and being able to Photoshop somebody into a landscape, sometimes that's simpler or easier said than done. Sometimes it's really easy, and
Mhm.
sometimes it's like requires a lot for it to look realistic.
Yeah.
And there's definitely an art form to doing that, especially like you could make a piece out of it. I think there's something, to me, putting a whole bunch of images together, or just even two images together in Photoshop and calling that art, to me it never looks like cohesive,
Mhm.
unless you're really talented, because just there's so much complications in lighting
Mhm.
and tone. And to me, it's easier to just use that as like a reference. And then when you paint it, you can fix all of those things a lot easier.
Mhm. Oh, I should probably start a new layer.
Johnson Ting.
Johnson Ting for advanced photo bashing. The fish is salted, so I have to soak it for 24 hours, changing the water every couple of hours before I can cook it. That sounds very advanced and time consuming, but I'm sure it's really good. I've grown to really enjoy fish. I was never much of a fish person per se, but I've been really enjoying salmon especially.
I love salmon. I like fish actually.
Yeah, and trout.
Soaking it for 24 hours, changing the water. That sounds like a lot of work. But I mean, that's kind of like a brine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think everything that I've ever had that's been brined is fantastic.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I bet that
anything.
it's worth it. If you're willing to
Yeah.
do it, it's probably worth it.
Yep. If it's got salt on it, you can count me in.
And my husband's a really good cook, and he always spoils me with like really fancy meals. Like he made roasted duck for Thanksgiving, I think. He makes a lot of really good meals and risotto.
Mm. Sounds really delicious.
It's getting like it's noon now, so now I'm hungry.
Ugh, stop talking about food. Tell me more about food.
Banafee pie is a banana cream pie with caramel made from sweetened condensed milk. Yeah,
Wow.
don't sleep on banana pudding. I mean, that's not banana pudding, it's banana cream pie, but I love a good banana pudding. So that sounds like even better
Mm.
than banana pudding.
I'll take chocolate pudding over banana pudding. I'll take bananas. I like bananas, but
Well, we're not talking banana flavored pudding. We're talking like legitimate southern banana pudding that was made from the heart. So good. She says it's a traditional dish from my mom's maternal side of the family. They are all Croatian on that side.
Oh, wow. That sounds good for me, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, European food is, we all know, superior to, well, with some exceptions like British, but generally in Europe they have good food. If you look to Italy and France and Romania and Croatia and, whatever other countries, Switzerland with their meatballs and stuff. No, that's Sweden. Wait. Don't quote me on any of that. Anyway, European food,
Yeah.
good.
I think think everywhere in the planet has great food. It's just a matter of looking for it, except for one country. One country I think is the worst when it comes to food. And I think you nailed it, Laura, because it is the UK.
Yeah.
Sorry if anyone's from the UK. And
I
they have
mean-
good baking. They have great baking. I mean, we've seen the British Bake Off.
Yes, the
Right.
Great British Baking Show.
And I mean, they do have their good food, but I think compared to like other countries, they just don't stand up. Like fish and chips, they're okay, you know? But that's it. I'm gonna get you in trouble now, Laura. I'm sorry.
No, what?
Because
Not at
of
all.
my controversial take. I'm a very
What?
opinionated person.
Aren't we all? Jamie says it's expensive fish. It's $20 a pound, and I have to go to a special fish market to get it. Really? Is it that good? I mean, if it's that good, what makes it that good? I'm curious now. I don't have a very sophisticated fish palate, so all I know of fish is what I used to know about wine, like red and white. But now my wine tastes, as I have experimented a lot more, have superior, you know, standards. Now I know what I like beyond just red and white. Now I know that I like the red, Cabernet Sauvignon, and if it's barrel aged, and usually in that category they tend to be 14.5 or 15% alcohol. So I always look for a high alcohol content. Then you know that it's good wine.
Really? I've never thought to do that. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually think I like similar. I like red wines that have kind of a smoky, earthy
Yeah.
taste to them. I don't like fruit forward wines as much unless they're more of like a rich fruit. If that makes sense. Like I really like Bordeaux wines, like red wines,
Mm-hmm.
because they're very earthy but also like rich.
Yeah, I like.
But I don't like. I'm not a big fan of like sweet
Manischewitz.
or too. I don't know. Too like fresh tasting.
Yeah.
It sounds bad. I like the old wine.
Yeah. I like a full-bodied wine. That.
Yeah. That's the word for it. Wine word.
Hmm.
Full bodied
Yeah.
wine. I like it with a good what do you call that when it has like a good tannin finish?
Got a bouquet.
Yeah, like I like it. Well, you know, you've had wine before when like the finish of the wine, it tastes like tart and makes your tongue go
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
that. I like it when it finishes like really smooth.
Mm-hmm. With a smoky barrel, like oak
Yes.
flavor. Yeah. So next time you get wine, Clara, go for the. It's usually more than $10 a bottle, and you never get it in big bottles. So you have to get like a $7.50 bottle, and it's usually, $14, $15, sometimes more. Sometimes I do spend $20. Oh, I also like ports. My husband turned me onto ports. Although,
Oh,
yeah,
that sounds
and
interesting.
those are sweet wine though, but it's superior sweet wine. Like it's not the crappy Manischewitz sort of sweet. It's like really bold and flavorful, and it's got 20% alcohol, which is what attracted me so to it. Okay, I don't want to talk about how vicious I am. You guys are gonna get the wrong impression.
Oh, about wine? No, I'm getting the impression that I need to buy a bottle of wine and bring it to you. And we need to have just wine together at some point.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
the only impression I'm getting.
Yes, we should definitely have a drinking.
Jamie likes a sweet rosé. Sweet wine is good too. Not a fan of reds, but I will drink them. Yeah, I feel like you're either one or the other. You tend to either like, I think, the heavy-bodied red wines, or you go with the like fresher kind of tasting sweet wines.
Mhm.
I've noticed that like people are kind of, because I have a friend of mine who will only drink white
Uh-huh.
wines and rosés, and she
Yeah.
loves them. She knows a lot about them.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
uh
went from art to food and wine. I mean, the food, Jamie, I think that was a little on you.
yeah, you started with the whole baking for the holidays, so and we're all hungry here because it's lunchtime. Quelder says you're not allowed to call it British Bake Off in the US. I recently found out.
Oh yeah, I saw that video. Who was that? Doctor, what's one guy who does like digital video? I what does he does like video? He had like a video on it in YouTube about how Pillsbury had, I guess, the ownership for Bake Off, like the
Mm-hmm.
trade links, and so they'd have to change literally every part they talk about it in the Netflix series that they put in the United States. So I didn't even notice that.
So
I'm gonna have to like rewatch it again and
yeah,
see.
I don't know why. So what was the thing? You're not allowed to call it a British Bake Off
Yeah,
because
because Bake Off was a term that Pillsbury, the baking company, had
oh,
gotten the rights over, so other people can't use those words. Yeah, Captain. Yeah, not Doctor. Captain Disillusion is who it was. I bad memory. I
hmm.
think I literally watched this video like 2 days ago, so it's not even that long ago.
I haven't I haven't watched that for a while. Baking shows because you know what it is, they they have such amazing recipes and they always, they're always dairy and wheat heavy, and in my family we just do a dairy and wheat free diet, so it's such a tease.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to watch a baking show because I get hungry.
Yeah.
I like the cake ones though because they like it's more decorating than in like watching a cooking show is harder for me than watching a baking show because the baking show there's like it's pretty. It's more pretty, you know? But I can see with like if you can't have dairy in that that would ruin that.
Funny because we went through different phases. We also watched Skin. I think that's what we started with. It was Skin Wars. Have you guys seen that Skin Wars? It's like a body painting. Um, it was a body painting contest, and it was pretty fun actually. A lot of them were, so they had these models and they had to paint them with whatever sort of skin paints, and some of them you were in some of the challenges you were supposed to make the models blend in with the background, and that was really interesting to see how some were doing it. I mean, there were. It's funny because some of these contestants, you kind of clearly were wondering why the heck are these people there, you know? Like even in any sort of contest, and I think they allow these people who are clearly uh not adept to to the challenge for fun, for for the fun and to have a good contrast between the winners and the losers. You don't want them
Yeah,
all
they
to
want to
be
add the
good.
drama, you
Yeah,
know, and it makes the people who look good even better, and it like highlights why they're good to have
yeah,
people who aren't as good. It also just like makes it more entertaining.
yeah. But yeah, it's the drama. And some of the drama is really annoying. I really don't like drama. And
Yeah, probably not a show. Like reality shows are like all drama.
yeah, I don't watch those. Or the news. That's all drama.
I'm not gonna lie. I like my dose of drama. I'm a little bit of a drama fiend. Not a ton, but I don't know. I find it nice to consume it so that I'm not tempted to be surrounded by it as much. I guess if that makes any sense.
I don't know if it does. um, Jamie says, my son has a lot of food allergies, so he eats gluten-free and vegan, so we sometimes eat the same as him. Yeah. Skin Wars, Cheryl Ann? I don't know about Cheryl Ann. Cheryl Ann worked in my building and had a crush on me and told everyone I was gay when I didn't respond to her. But I didn't know, and for 5 years everyone thought I was gay without me knowing it.
Now that's drama.
Oh, that's hilarious. There you go, Lewis. And now you know. Now you know that you're gay. If you want a good moist chocolate cake recipe, I can share one. I came up with it by experimenting. I replaced the egg with banana. I love to bake with bananas.
Oh, I love banana bread.
I love bananas. I have bananas every single day. If there was a food, if there was one... No, he just said that he's gay. He didn't know he was gay. So now he knows. Cheryl Ann was in it. Well, I don't... First of all, I'm terrible with names. And second of all, it was so long ago. I don't remember. Do not remember, probably. I gotta be honest with you guys, I have no idea.
Well, that's the nice thing about digital art. You can just do it in layers and just keep playing around until you get the desired effect that you like.
Right. I love how that I had to moderate that message. Haha. I think the screw you one.
Really? You had to moderate his own insult?
No, Quelder had to moderate Lewis's. Right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had to moderate the insult that was coming at him.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Like, maybe do I want to show it? I think I'm gonna put your picture as my model. 'Cause my picture is just not as helpful, to be honest. Not as helpful.
It can help you, yeah, break it down, like to show you where the shadows are. It is really helpful. I use both.
And it separates, like it makes the brush strokes, and it kind of helps you see better the colors too, especially because you increase the contrast.
Ellie says to try different brushes for bonus fun, and you can import a lot of free brushes. I think I imported some brushes. I forgot from where because it was so long ago. But I like the ones that like go from thick to thin.
Yeah.
Like the inking ones. And then I got, I think, some oil brushes. and some blending brushes and splatter brushes. I'm very, very new to brushes, so that's something that Eddie's gonna have to. Was he not able to get in the Discord?
Um,
He'd be
I
much more helpful than me.
yeah, you want to jump in Discord, Eddie, if you want. Okay, what the heck am I doing here? Something happened. Okay. Um, I don't have a lot of brushes, and I don't even know which ones go from thin to thick.
Oh, he's having dinner right now. And Jamie asked what program you're using. You're using Photoshop,
I'm using
right?
Photoshop, yep.
But it's not. That's not the newest version of Photoshop, is it? Doesn't look like it.
A what version?
The latest.
No.
Looks like an older version.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's old.
But I mean, those ones work just as well. I think the adjustments they make are all like things you don't need in the newer versions.
For a newbie like me, I wouldn't even know the difference. Why does it keep changing layers?
They like added plugins, which is kind of a new thing, and they added like these new like filters. They're called like neutral filters. I haven't used them that much. They seem to be weird, but not useful.
What kind of brushes? What kind of brushes would you recommend? Queldar. I can import a lot of free brushes. Cool. I wouldn't know where to start. Guess I have to experiment, right? Well, this is nice. Woo. I thought that I had the one that is, gradually fades, but I don't know. Is this it? Oh. Definitely some interesting
Brushes are not my area of expertise. All I know is I downloaded some a long time ago. I can look it up, but whenever Eddie can tell you, it's probably going to be more helpful. It's just not helpful for me. But you should definitely use. Ooh, maybe try that one that looks like a paintbrush.
This one?
Yeah, those look cool. Like the one that looks like I don't know. I've never seen this before.
It kind of changes by the way I hold the pen to the board.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, see how
That's
I'm
cool.
changing my hand position and oh, let's see this one. Oh, it's like bullets.
Yeah, like a flat. It's like a flat brush kind of, but it's like it has a gradient. I don't know. It's very weird.
Yeah, I like this one. Hang on.
Ooh, spray. I must be behind you.
Yeah, you are behind me. Hang on, let me
That's
turn
right.
the. Okay, it's making it not where I'm putting the... That's weird.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the rubber ducky one. It's so funny. What a crazy brush.
I know. Should started a new layer for this. Let's start a new layer. Some pretty brushes in here. There's a rose. What was this? Now I'm being Lewis when I'm procrastinating doing my work. I didn't say it. Hello, Mirza. Mirza Danish channel. Welcome. I think these are all the same brushes, just different sizes, right? Pretty sure.
I couldn't tell you, but yeah, they look like it.
Alright. Let's back to work. Let's get back to work. I don't have any interesting brushes in one word. Is this it? Alright.
Oh, look, Eddie sent you maybe the brushes.
Okay, let me check it out. Hang on, I just exited Discord. I'll be back in a sec. Oh. Oh, I'm back. Let's see. Useful, technical? General? Where did you send it? Oh, I see. Brush name, brush stroke, brush tip. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can figure it out. Figure it out. Okay. Not seeing that settings part. Hang on. Oh, where are my brushes? brush menu. Brush
Yeah,
menu.
brush menu, gear icon, top right, import brushes. Where's brush menu?
Where is the brush menu? I don't have it. Colors, swatches, adjustments, styles, layers, channels, paths. And then I don't have a brush menu. File. Okay.
Okay, I found it, but I found it in a different area.
I found it. I found it.
Oh, you
Hang
found
on.
it?
Brush name stroke.
Oh, he's talking about, okay, so you see the little folder that has like 3 little brushes? Oh, wait, no, it looks like he found it. Window, brush, that works. And yeah, and then like where the 3 lines are, I think, is what he means by the gear.
Uh-huh.
And the top
Right.
right.
I still don't have that gear thing.
Yeah, I don't think the gear exists. I think he means the 3 lines.
When it says 21 on the top left, click the arrow down.
Oh, I think that's
Ah.
old info. I'm also looking at your thing from the past too.
Ah.
So
Right. Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. Brush name, brush stroke.
there should be something that eventually lets you import brushes. Yeah, he's saying the hamburger menu. I wonder if load brushes works.
Load brushes? Oh.
That's not the way he was suggesting, but it could work.
I think I have those already in here.
Uh,
Rename, delete. Calligraphic brushes, maybe.
those are the ones that he gave you to download.
You gave me to download. I think I do have the different version. The hamburger menu. I think it's load brushes. And then I load brushes from where? Load brushes from what I have in my computer? I do have some.
I think. Like, did you download brushes already?
Well, probably. My husband probably, This is an older version of Photoshop. Never mind. Okay, that's okay. We'll figure it out as we... Well, let me get those calligraphic brushes. Maybe those are nice. Oh. Okay.
Eddie, can you also send me those brushes?
Okay, so it's all in the brushes. It's all in the brushes, right?
Everything's about brushes. Did you get them in there?
I don't know why it wants me to change the save. I have no idea. I don't have the Creative Cloud link. Clara, if you have Photoshop CC, you can download free ones from Adobe.
I do have Photoshop CC, and don't know where to download the free ones from Adobe. I just don't mess with brushes really. So if you have some cool ones to send, I would appreciate it.
I know I did something with pressure, you know, it depended on the pressure, how much you pressed, and then when you let go, it kind of faded. And I really like that, and I don't know how I did that in the past.
Yeah, I like those brushes too. I don't know the difference between them.
Hang on. Hardness, spacing, size, shape dynamics, texture. Oh, here's where I can see the brushes. These are planets. There's the planet brushes. This is so cute. Sounds like a calligraphy brush. I have no idea. I'll just keep grinding with this.
All right, I got the brushes.
Thanks, Quelder. I'm getting some texture. Yeah, it was so soft before. Gotta be more bold, you know? Sometimes I don't know. I don't know. Not as bold as I want to be with the darkness and the strokes. The colors, especially colors too.
Yeah, you need to have some intentionalness in your art always, I think.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I like the purple that you're creating. I like that color. I think that looks really good.
Thank you.
That's a nice glow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely easier to do it looking at the photoshopped image.
Hey, I'm glad it helped.
Yeah. Definitely helped.
I'm almost done with my 15-minute sketch that didn't actually take 15 minutes. They usually do, but I keep getting distracted and not drawing, so it's taking me a little longer.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, I think it's coming together really nice.
Thank you.
Sometimes like you gotta like take a step back and distance yourself. Like you tend to like get overly focused on the details and then you just think everything looks bad.
Yeah. You gotta just be okay with the fact that it's gonna look like crap anyway and keep it going.
Yeah, because it's not gonna look like crap forever. It's gonna get better. I don't think it looks like crap. Anyways, it looks good.
Well, now that it's adding a little bit of contrast and a little bit of shapes and more crispness.
All right, I finished my daily drawing.
Ooh, nice.
Only took me like 2 hours. Almost an hour and 44 minutes, I guess.
Your 15-minute drawing, you
Or
finished
15. Yeah.
Send it in Discord. Let's see it.
All right, don't judge too hard.
Seriously, you see what I'm doing here? I'm not in the position to judge anybody. No, go see. How do I get back? Oh. Home. Home? Did you put it in? Oh, show me your work. Did you put
Oh,
it in?
not yet. Sorry. When she said I needed to post it, I was like, I gotta make it look a little bit better.
Oh, no pressure.
Just a little bit.
No, you said you weren't gonna post them, so.
Now I'm feeling even more self-conscious, but I will. I just like, it looked really unfinished, and it still looks really unfinished, but I'm trying to make her not look like a complete monster.
I'm sure it's not a complete monster.
That's why I draw like fashion models, is because they already look so good to start with, and yeah, I'm gonna always make them worse, but at least I'm starting at a higher level.
Yeah.
So it's easier. It takes more effort to make them look bad.
Yeah. Very smart, Clara. Gotta say. It's very smart.
I
But,
guess
you
work
know,
smarter instead of harder.
yeah, but it is difficult to recreate beautiful people, I think. Especially when you're going for something near exactness, then it's... Fashion models are brutal, says Queldar. Well, you don't show it to them. Huh, look at that color. I wouldn't have thought it's that color. It is red. It's like a brick. Okay.
There's no such thing as a mistake, just a different decision.
Right. Exactly. Ah. Ooh, like it.
Oh, you saw it already?
Yeah.
uh,
So who's this?
it's just a random person.
I like her lips.
Yeah, it's just, I think it looks like it's an ad from a magazine for eyeglasses is what it is.
Yeah, she looks very happy to wear them.
Every decision is instantly noticeable, is how Eddie updated his comment.
Ah.
Yes, that is true.
We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents.
I do need to hone in on getting better about my proportions. Like, my proportions has been skewed for a bit in my last pieces, and
I think your proportions are pretty good, but you know.
they're getting better, but they're getting to, like, I think this gray area where because they're getting closer, they're looking like more off, if that makes sense. Like, the more close you get to like things being exact, like the more off they look. Well, if they look kind of
Right.
completely off, it looks just like of an artistic choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to hit, I think, this area where my portraits are looking a little too close, and I need to either make them more exact or learn more about what I want to do.
Mm. Well, we're always kind of changing our styles and evolving and figuring it out what works for us and stuff. So
Yeah, that's why you practice every day.
well, you guys
But try
practice
to.
every day, yeah.
I'm sure you do. You probably do art every day. Oh, I love the colors you're adding. Every time I'm like, I'll be honest, I'm not constantly watching you draw, Laura. But every time I do, I like look and I'm like, oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, these are actually the colors. I'm just being lazy and picking up the colors that are in this picture, and it's really surprising to see how different they look on the actual drawing that I'm doing.
Yeah, but you're like making decisions with them still. You're not like you're deciding how to use them.
Oh yeah. But you always have this deciding choice. You always make decisions.
I'm looking at this Johnson Ting Instagram that Eddie recommended.
Uh-huh.
And I'm still not really understanding, looking at his artwork, I'm not understanding what he meant by the Photoshop bash, or what was it, Photo Bash?
Uh-huh.
Something, I don't know what that is, because a lot of this artwork just looks like, I mean, maybe I'm not trained to know what I'm looking at, but it just looks like digital art.
Hang on. What Jonathan Ting?
Johnson Ting.
Ah.
He has a lot of followers. He's like a games concept artist, a AAA games concept artist. So yeah, a lot of these just look like kind of digital concept art and like magazines. Like he looks like he does a lot of magazines.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to watch the YouTube video of him.
Hmm.
I can't watch a YouTube video of him right now. I'm watching Laura's stream. Then you will see the process. Okay, I'll watch it.
So it's a little frustrating that you can't really zoom in Instagram posts. Definitely pretty cool stuff. Self-portrait. So what does he say about it? He said it's a self-portrait. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Very graphic design sort of thing, and fantasy stuff.
Eddie says not right now, obviously. I posted inspiration. But what you don't know, obviously, Eddie, is everything that you tell us we take to heart and we do right away. Because that's how much inspiration we're feeling.
Wow.
Jamie said, I have to watch how much I do every day. If it is something I am feeling, it is not bad. When I did Drawtober and Inktober, I felt rushed and stressed and burnt out after 2 months of it. I've heard that is a trend among a lot of people that everybody gets burnt out in January
Yeah.
because everybody does Inktober and they draw every day, and like Inktober's just like a mess. Even if you're not even doing Inktober, you're like surrounded by a whole bunch of artists who are just like go 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 go. And then November and December, like you still are pushing through because like
Yeah.
you want to prepare for the holidays and you want to keep up momentum. You don't want to feel like, oh, I'm just going to give up on art after Inktober. But then when January hits, that's when it like becomes just too much, especially after all the holiday stuff. You're just like, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And you're kind of in, you've burnt all your final artist reserves. I've heard that is a familiar struggle with other artists. I've been struggling with art block hard lately.
Yeah, me too. I just don't wanna, unless I have to do something. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, you know? Like, sometimes I wonder, what if I'm gonna, like, I think of it so preciously. I need to just let myself just play and not really worry about, oh my god, I'm gonna make a decision now. Better watch out, because it's gonna be a big one. And it's gonna be, you know, like the rest of my life hangs on it. Just want to play a little bit more. I know I played all last year with all the subscription boxes and stuff. And, you know, it was a very experimental year for me. And I thought by the end of it, I'll have figured out kind of, well, not figured out, but I was expecting that it'll fizzle out of my system, this playfulness thing, and I'm just gonna start doing something more important. Something more important than playing? I don't know. I don't know what my masterpiece is gonna be. That's my problem. I wanna do the masterpiece.
I feel like everything you're describing.
Yeah. So I'm just, I don't know, I'm just taking it kind of slow, and whenever I light up about an idea or something that I say, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and the heck with it. It doesn't really matter that much. Like, I was really wondering, what am I gonna do today for the live stream? Like, oh my god. And sometimes these things turn into such a stressful thing when I feel like I need to do something. And you know what? Sometimes just artists in general, they're like, and the artist community, just like any community, can be toxic. And the way artists talk to each other and the way we share, and sometimes I feel like I just don't want to talk about with artists about, or I don't want to hear what they have to say necessarily, because and I notice that sometimes even my language can be pretty stupid sometimes when I say, oh, this is hard, and then I think that is the stupidest thing for an artist to say. Painting clouds is hard, or painting faces is hard. How is it hard? It's a relative thing, sure. It's hard if you haven't been practicing faces. It's hard if you don't want to put in the time, the work. It's hard if you think it's hard and you have this preconception. But just because an artist or a former artist had trouble creating something, and then tells another artist, oh, you're doing that? That's hard. I hate that. And for that, I'm like, hard my ass. It's hard for you. And I really don't like the way artists talk to each other. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes that's the truth.
I mean, I get everything and I agree with you what you're saying, but I think, like, I guess the other side of that coin is, I think a lot of when artists are going through a hard time, they're wanting to just connect with somebody else and give them like an out, you know, if they're feeling stressed too, like, hey, what you're doing is difficult and it's okay, like, if it doesn't come out, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
It's not necessarily meant to, I don't know. People, I mean, yeah, I think there is a danger to belittling yourself or belittling others too much, that it feels very negative, and it's not, it doesn't feel as supportive as you think it does. I mean, I'm definitely with you. I think one of my biggest pet peeves with artists is artists saying how hard it is to draw hands.
Yeah, or how hard it is to draw anything. Like, stop saying it's hard and study the mother freaking hands, okay? If you keep
Yeah,
doing
you
it
have them.
and doing
you have
it,
your own hand.
right? Like, my
But I get
gosh.
it too. Like the hands, I do think they're a deceptively weird thing to draw for something that you think is so normal and everyday. I think they're deceptive and they are challenging and frustrating. So I get it, but yeah, I know like it can be excessive of how much people complain about it
Yeah.
and don't do anything about it, that it can feel obnoxious.
Yeah. Uh, hang on, something happened in the chat. Jamie injured her arm in October, so it was really hard. I was in severe pain. How did it happen, Jamie? I did Mermaid too, Qualdar. It's fun. My 5'6" daughter broke her leg and I had to carry her to the car. I had surgery on my elbows a couple of years ago and they cut my tendons. Oh, so I can't and I'm not supposed to lift a lot of weight. She's 135 pounds. Ooh. And you're 5'5" too. It does sound painful. I recommend wrapping her with a rope and hefting her onto your back, just like how people carry refrigerators. That's my professional advice, says Lewis. Hands are hard for sure. Lol, I have to review all your messages, Lewis. You can put bubble wrap on her so she doesn't get an Indian bum. You're so edgy. Lol, really? YouTube shouldn't be for pussies. Don't approve this. I approved it before I read it. I know. Yeah. For a different topic of conversation.
It is. It's. This is so off topic. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's so funny what YouTube finds offensive and
I
wants you
know.
to monitor and what other things it doesn't. Like I was sending a message earlier in Lewis's stream and nobody was commenting on it. And I was like, why aren't they commenting? I was doing like the Italian hands.
Uh-huh.
You know, like they were talking about like the
Yeah.
Madai hands.
Yeah.
And I did those and it like it modded it. It said like it couldn't do them.
That's so
Because and
silly.
they're just hands. Like it's just literally using the what were they emoticons, but it would go.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That is
Must
weird.
have been
That's what I'm doing.
a problem past.
Good. I was just coming down to grab some lunch.
Okay. Yeah. It was really weird. Okay, hang on. Oh. I'll let Quelder approve stuff. It was really funny the other day. Amethyst and Sam were teaching me that on this tablet I can actually draw. I can actually write something in docs and it translates it. It turns it into typing. So if, for example, I want to type a message, I can just write it just like I would in a notebook, and it'll translate it into text so that I don't have to type when I'm writing a Gmail or something, for example. So we tried
That's
it,
cool.
and I tried to send out an email that night, and the email contained the word COVID, and the freaking reader would not translate COVID into the text. COVID. It would change it to Corvid or different things, but it was not COVID. I mean, you would think that in 2022 this word would be in the dictionary, don't you think?
Yeah, but I mean,
Ridiculous.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess it's too new. It is like a very relevant word for the last
Yeah.
few years, but not probably relevant before 2019.
Yeah, very shocked. I mean, not shocked, just we laughed about it.
I was not being derogatory towards Italians. I just was using the hand phase. The hand. Here, I'll see if I can type it in here. Where is it? And you can maybe uncensor it and decide how you feel about it, whether it should be censored or not. But I will
Oh my
retype
God.
the same exact thing.
Jamie, your message was held for review. YouTube must be ran by snowflakes. Wow. It did. What the heck? That was funny. Snowflakes. I don't even know what that means. It's the same like pansies, or you know, the other word that I'm not gonna say now because I have younger people around me.
I got some vegetables. Some salt and pepper.
Did you wash it?
Yes.
I'm having the hardest time finding this little hand. There's so many emoticons. Oh, here we go. Here are the hands.
Ah, the hands.
Okay, so that's the exact message. I don't know if it went through or not because I can't see if it did or didn't. But that's the exact message that I sent Lewis's stream that didn't go through in his
It didn't
stream.
go through.
Did you
It's
have
held
to
for
unmod it?
review. I'll show it. Yeah, that's weird. We need to find the setting? What setting? For me? So that it... Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to
so it
go.
doesn't censor if you say snowflake.
Right. Yeah.
Eddie says I'm being derogatory again.
Well, I don't know if derogatory again, but insulting maybe. I'm sure that's not the case. She's being poignant. Right. It even sounds better.
Get an input from the bots, the Russian bots.
Oh, Voom Ong. Voom Ong. ONG. ONG.
I want to kind of figure out the purpose of the bots and why they're doing, like, there's got to be a purpose behind it.
Well, I'm not gonna pretend like I know, so I'm not saying anything. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Purpose
I
of
want
the
to
bots?
research, get behind.
It's,
Get,
you know, it might be the same purpose as in the Matrix. They maybe clean out stuff and then they just, some of them go, what do you call it? Rogue. And you know, start commenting on people's videos. Also, that subscribe to people's channels, and then the same bots go out and clean themselves off of people's channels, which is really annoying. Because you know what was funny? Because last stream, it was December 31st. It was the day before New Year's. And I'm like, oh, all I want to do this year is to get over 1,000 subscribers. And oh my god, that day I got 1,000 subscribers, 1,002. I didn't freaking take a screenshot, and then 2 hours later I was back to 995 or something, and then 2 days later I was back to 980.
Whoa, that's so many people who unsubscribe. That's so weird.
I noticed that it happens with channels that are just almost to 1,000 subscribers. It happens with slow growing channels like mine that really get a lot of bot subscribers. They get filtered out right before or around the 1,000 mark. I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just thought it would be fun because the reason why I want to get to 1,000 is because then I can stream from from my phone, and I can take you guys on these house tours so that I can show you my house. That's gonna be the celebratory video. It's gonna be so much fun. I've never done it live. I've only made recordings and then published them, but I think a live walkthrough would be so much fun.
Make like a Instagram post of you saying that you want to hit 1,000 to do the
Oh.
walkthrough or something. No, make
That's-
like an Instagram post of you saying that you want to do a walkthrough, and
Yeah.
I'll share that on Instagram and be like, and send you the link to your YouTube and be like, everyone, let's help Laura get to 1,000 so she can make this happen. I'll do that.
I know, but here's the thing, as Lewis says. I don't want people to just subscribe and then never to watch, because that's never gonna help me. I want people who genuinely like what I do, and then I like those kind of people to be subscribers, but just, like pity subscribers, I don't need those. Cause
No, but I mean, I get what you're
Right,
saying, but it's
right.
part of like the discovery. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would love your content but don't know
Yeah,
about you, and
exactly.
that gives them like maybe a reason to subscribe and get to know you.
yeah,
you know.
I wouldn't mind that.
So I mean, if you don't want to do it, I'm not. I'm just saying that
I'll do it.
I want you to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, I know I will get. I just, there's always an element of impatience, but I know that I'll get. Lewis, you have 1 hour left. You found it, Laura. In YouTube Studios, goes to settings, community defaults, change it to allow all comments. I think that I did have that checked off. Did you guys see that Jake from Doomsayer Designs tried his hand at wall mural? Seriously? I can talk when we Quelder. I'm in the studio. Join a voice channel. No, I did not see, but I'm familiar with the guy and his art subscription boxes, videos.
Yeah, I like his videos a lot. He's very honest and he's really good at drawing. Very good at drawing. That would be really cool. I want to watch that video of the mural. I'm actually, this is kind of secret information because I wanted it to be a surprise, but I'm gonna give out a spoiler. But I'm
Okay.
gonna be doing some mural-esque stuff today.
Awesome! Wow! Cool!
It's not really a mural, it's more of spray painting on a wall in public.
Oh, that's so cool!
But I'm excited. I've never done it before.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I would really like to do more spray paint stuff too. And I'd like to learn that. It's like a horse of a different color. Not horse, I don't know. It's a little different than paint with a paintbrush. In many ways, I think. It's a little challenging, but I think in many ways it's also easier. And in many ways, but you need to know what you're doing, and once you know what you're doing, then it's a lot easier and faster to cover space with a spray can than you can with a paintbrush or a roller.
Yeah. It's completely new territory for me. I've never done it before.
Yeah.
I'm going with a friend.
Cool.
And she's gonna help me hopefully. And I have a plan sketched out, but I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'm gonna keep it hush hush for now.
Okay. Where are you doing this?
Downtown Atlanta.
Okay. This did you get permission from people who own the wall?
It's like an area I believe that you can, but I will
practice.
confirm. I'm not going to be doing anything illegal, I promise.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything.
Shh. No, I mean I'm gonna make sure it's all good. I think it's an area that's like promotes doing graffiti art.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. Yeah. Very exciting. I can't wait. You guys gonna take a time lapse video or something like that to remember?
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel it's my first time, so I'm like anxious to show any evidence. That's part of the reason why like these kinds of things that I'm new to doing, I don't like sharing
Mm-hmm.
because if they don't turn out, then I
Then
have
what?
to still show. Then I have to still show my failure. But if I never
don't
tell
have
anybody
to.
that I did it, then there's no one knows that I failed. So-
Well, even if you take a video, you don't have to show anybody unless it turns
that
out
is true.
fine.
It just feels
and-
more real, I guess.
Well, you know what they say. You gotta face your goals and your dreams, and you have to say, "I want to do this." Otherwise, you're never gonna know when you get there. But if you don't know where you're going or what your goals are, then you're never gonna get there. Sometimes we're afraid to say what we want because it makes it more real, and it also makes it fine. I think that this is if I don't get this, I'm a failure. But if you don't say what you want, then you'll never be a failure because you didn't say it. But also, you're not gonna get it anyway. So you're not gonna know that. No, nobody's a failure. I'm just saying that it's good to face your. And besides, the first project is always fun to look back and see where you started. And
Yeah, that is true. I should probably document.
yeah.
It's
Cause-
scary.
Because if you're getting into this, then you're gonna want to see how it all started. Maybe.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, should be. When is this happening?
Tonight.
Tonight. So
Yeah.
in the dark.
Yeah. Hopefully before yeah, I mean I guess the sun sets at like 6 here. I probably should work on my sketch for it soon. I've already did one sketch and I don't like it how it turned out, so I'm gonna do another.
Well, the more you do, the more you improve yourself, I suppose.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, Jamie said, so you're allowed to do it, but you're working at night. My lips are sealed. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. But I'll turn. I don't know. We're keeping this all a secret. I'm
Of
gonna
course we are.
stop revealing and incriminating myself.
Look, we don't even know where you're gonna do it, or when you're gonna do it, or even who you are, so don't worry.
Yeah, who am I even?
Oh, that's the question that everybody's wondering. Who you are? No. Of course. Sometimes I get these guides in, and anyway, image. Oh, here they are.
I love how it's turning out.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
yours
you.
looks way better than the photo.
Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. Oh, I should have totally done
Because you
this
like
on a-
smoothed out and made it like more easy to read. Like the photo has some areas that are kind of awkward.
Hmm. Yeah, I should have done this in a different layer. See, I keep forgetting these things, like to start a new layer and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. There's no consequence to having too many layers. You can always have more layers. You can always combine them later or group them if you start getting too many. The biggest thing is if you start having too many layers, you might forget what is what. So it's good practice to label them.
Right.
So I mean, I have no official training when it comes to digital painting, but I'd often like label one like eyes, ears, background,
Right.
Stuff like that, so I can keep track of them.
Mm-hmm. That is a good practice. But now I'm too deep into the layer, so... That's okay. Next time. This is just a practice piece anyway. Nobody commissioned me to do it.
Jamie probably knows much more about digital painting than I ever will. Because, I mean, your pieces looked awesome, Jamie.
Oh. You do?
Like
right.
landscapes and everything.
Yes. Have you been working on anything lately, Jamie? Alright. I think that's it. All in all, I'm pretty impressed. I didn't think I was gonna pull it off for a moment there.
Ooh, she's working on her album cover art for the Fearless Fabrication Challenge. I am excited to see what you're making.
That
You
is
can keep it a
cool.
surprise. We often keep ours kind of a surprise because it makes it more impactful when we do the reveal. But I have a few ideas of what I want to do, and it's just a matter of me doing it.
What is the challenge this month?
So the challenge this month is to get inspiration from album musician, like a musical artist artwork. So like the album cover, some of them are pretty famous.
That's cool.
And just you can either find like an album artwork that you think is really cool that you listen to is really impactful for you or something and like recreate it as a study, or you can do the album artwork and just like do it in your own style and make it your own. But I think like Jamie was pointing out that if you're recreating work from another artist, you always should acknowledge that. Don't claim it as your own. I figured everyone is smart enough to know that, but it's a good reminder.
Yeah. Hang on, I have one for you, Clara. I don't know if you know this this singer. I don't know if she's around anymore, but when I was younger, oh my god, I was so obsessed with her. Her name is Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh, I know her. Yes.
Oh my god, she's
from
so
like
beautiful, and she's got this amazing voice. I was always kind of obsessed with the way she looked.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
she's really pretty.
she's got this. I think you would love to draw her because she's beautiful and you like beautiful women.
It sounds so creepy when you put it that way. But yeah, she has like beautiful eyes.
She does. Hang on, I'm gonna save this and send it to you. Do you have a plan for your Fearless Fabrications?
I have a few that I'm kind of between,
Okay.
but I'm up for suggestions, or you can always draw it. You know, you can participate.
Oh, I could. Actually, that would be something. Yeah. Oh, she's so pretty. Her hair was also... She was such an inspiration when I was younger.
Yeah, that sounds like perfect. Like that's kind of exactly what this challenge is for. Is finding something like album that you found inspirational that you want to draw and practice drawing.
Hmm.
That's exactly what the challenge is supposed to be.
Yeah. I also have other people that I really love the way they look. Oh, not in Show Me Your Work. Hang on. Art, inspiration. I'm gonna put it in Discord. For you, Clara.
Oh, and Miriam's here. Hi, Miriam.
Oh, hi, Miriam. Hang on, I navigated away from my stream. Hey. Figured it would be good practice. So what are you doing, Jamie? That is how your name is spelled, I hope. If not, I'm sorry. That is the way. You would be surprised how many don't think of that or know better. You got it right. I remember her music, yeah. Porn was really one of my favorites. And then I think I had a whole album that I liked. I posted it in Discord. Did you see it, Clara?
Oh yeah, I see. Oh yeah, that would be a really great one to draw.
Hang on, I have another one. How are you doing, Miriam, today? Hang on. From the olden days, another band that I really loved is Placebo, and Brian Malco, the singer, the main singer. He's got such a compelling face. You can see I love these androgynous sort of people. And now they put out a new album and he's got a mustache. He looks so freaking weird. I don't know. Do you remember Placebo?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, Jamie, she's doing the soundtrack album from Dragon Age 2, and I love that game. That's so funny. I remember playing Dragon. I like the Dragon Age Origins was like my favorite.
I don't know it, but it sounds fun. We are old, Jamie. Just the right age. Yeah. Takes me back to childhood nostalgia. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day because I'm done drawing. I'm done with this. Could be better. Could be worse.
I think it looks really good.
I think I just at the pause I kind of ran out of energy and inspiration. The paw could be better, but sometimes you just don't feel like finishing, you know?
Yeah, that's me all the time. And I don't know, I like the fact that you have the Saturn in the background too.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is cool. We are as old as we feel. That's why I'm saying that we're old.
I took like one of those health tests for my work.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna give us points based off of how healthy we are or whatever.
Mhm.
And it gave me my actual age. Like it's supposed to tell you like what age I am based off of my life habits and then compare that to my actual age.
Uh-huh.
And it gave me my actual age. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
So what is your actual age?
I'm 32.
No, I mean Wow, you're so young. What is your like not biological age, but your mental age or
Or like the age that the test gave me? It gave me my actual age, 32.
wait, was this like a blood test or
It was like
psych-
a questionnaire kind of
Okay,
thing. I
so
put
it's a
in like
psychological.
my glucose levels and everything, and like my diet and my weight and
Mm-hmm.
all of the stuff that will be used against me in the future.
Against you.
Yeah. I put it all into, and it like calculated my actual age, which is my actual age. So I know that's confusing. So it said my actual age was 32, and
Mhm.
I am actually 32.
Oh, that's really good. That means that you're right on
Is that a
point.
good thing? I mean, I don't
Isn't
know.
it? I think it's perfect.
I think it's perfectly neutral.
I think it's accurate. Like, if you're 32 and you feel like 32 and your body shows that you're 32, you know, it's good. 32 is a
Yeah, no,
really
but I'm
good age.
32.
What? Yeah, if I would have it, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Sometimes I feel young, sometimes I feel old. I have no idea. Who cares? I'm still alive, and then I'll croak.
You know, I think after I turned like 22, I started not liking this aging thing.
Yeah, it gets more and more difficult. Not difficult, just, you know, looking in the mirror and seeing all the transformations, and then you start buying more and more skincare product and working out like a fiend more often. And, you know,
Oh yeah.
I think
I'm back to working out again. Be proud of me.
good. Very good. Thank you, Miriam. I'm glad you like the doggy. He's my very adorable dog. Clara ran the picture that I had through one of her filters, so that made it really much easier for me to draw. Yeah, that's great.
I'm actually really glad that helped.
It really did. Thank you.
That's funny. I'm glad.
I don't ever want to feel my age. So much so that I don't even remember how old I am turning anymore. Me neither. Unless somebody asks me, I have to go back to the year that I was born. I'm like, gets harder and harder.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first did the quiz and it told me that was my age, like I thought, oh no, it thinks I'm old.
Ah,
That was my first reaction.
Jamie, seriously? Jamie said, I will say once I go gray, I will not be coloring it. I've been gray for 10 years. Half of my hair is gray. That's why I'm here wearing a hat. I'm in the denial phase.
I think gray hair is cool.
I think gray hair is cool, and once I'm completely white, then I'll take off the hat. I'm just kidding. I can't wait for it to be a little more salt and a little less pepper. I want just a really thick streak of white. I have tentatives of streaks, but oh my god, I have gray hair in my chin. Ah. Once I go gray, I'll be having so much pudding color in it. You know what? I've been through the coloring phase, and it's such an upkeep thing. And I mean, if you bleach it is a pain in the butt. And then keeping up with the roots, it's annoying.
Yeah, it damages your hair. I
It-
want to do it though.
Yeah.
I'm feeling antsy. I haven't dyed my hair in years.
Yeah, me neither.
I wanna dye it, I think like strawberry blonde.
Ooh, strawberry blonde.
Yeah, my husband's not crazy about the idea, but
Who cares?
and it's probably gonna damage my hair.
Hair grows. Damage it, you cut it. You know, that's how I deal with my damaged hair. I just shave it all. It's very therapeutic. I think everybody in their lifetime should shave their heads at least once.
Yeah, that thought
Because-
does terrify me. I'm not gonna lie. My hair literally is to my belly button, so it's very long. So shaving it would be quite a commitment for me.
Yeah. Yeah, without the bleach, color is a dream. Yeah, the bleach is the problem, because Yeah. What I want to have is like platinum blonde. I've always not even platinum blonde, but like silver. I like the
Oh yeah,
silver.
that'd look real cool.
Yeah, that's what I've always kind of gone towards, but it takes so many bleachings and it just never seems to come out the way that I really want it. But well, anyway, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. This was such a treat, and
Yeah,
I'll
always
be
a great stream.
yeah. Thank you, Clara. It was a pleasure. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Miriam. Who else is here? Of course, Clara. Thank you. Is Queldar still here? Lewis.
They're having their little
They're having their
discussion.
conversation, right?
Yeah, they're
Well, anywho, love you guys so much and have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you next week sometime. So, bye.
bye.
My pleasure, Miriam.